Hey, what's up? It is DJ. Mods are here for Farm Sim 25 with 52 mods releasing today. All platforms got 41 new and 2 updates. And PC and Mac players got 6 new and 3 updates. I've also released a separate video for the Superduty Pickup, so check that out if you haven't seen it already. We'll go over it in this video, but it's not going to be in depth. If you like staying updated with all of the latest mods of Farm Sim, though, make sure you subscribe. And let's do it. Starting off with new ones for all platforms, we have the John Deere S7 series. This bad boy's got 3 different engines, the 800, 850, and 900, taking you from 547 horsepower up to 625. It's got a variable transmission, 24 mile per hour max speed, and holds 14,100 liters. There are multiple different wheel brands and a couple for different ones. So speaking of, Michelin has 2 of them. You've got one for the wheels here, which is locked. So these are the wheels you get with Michelin. And if we skip over Trelleborg, we also have one right here. It is Michelin with crawler track option. So these are completely separate from the wheel version. So you have the same thing. Continental's going to be in there as well with the crawler tracks. And then you've got one option with Trelleborg, which is crawler track as well. So there is one setup for Michelin with wheels. I'm not quite sure why it's different, but want to let you know. We also have designs of US and EU, which is nice to see, but that is it. Next, we have the JCB Teletruk from Ross and Mods. On here we have 62 horsepower, variable transmission, 50 liters of fuel, but that does change with the second version in the mod, and you got a 12 mile per hour max speed, so not too shabby, all things considered. So that's one. Then you've got the electric version as well. Now this one's got an 80 kilowatt hour battery, however, everything else is going to be the same. Attachments, you've got forks on there. You can also go with a skid steer attachment and, well, back to forks. Again, the forks are quite long, so you'll be able to get between 2 and 3 pallets on those. You can also throw on the UK flag if you would like. Ross and Mods is from the UK, so hey, that's why that's there. And then we have colors for main, and then we've got rim colors, which are rim colors. Next, I think this is the star of the show today, the Superduty Pickup from the Roughneck Modding crew. I've gone over a full video, 16-minute video already, so check that out if you haven't seen it already. It was released just a few hours before this one. So with here, we have 740 horsepower automatic transmission, 71 mile per hour max speed. Wheel brands, we have Michelin, Continental, and Lizard. In Michelin, we do have a super single and a lifted super single. In Continental, you've got steel duals with lifted, aluminum duals lifted, and then aluminum duals with a cover. Kind of covers the center part of the wheel there, and then you can also lift that up, and you're going to see the same thing with the Lizard wheels, which are more of an off-road style wheels. Exhaust, we have 2 of these. One of them goes out to the side, one of them faces down, and then you've got your grill guard in the front, so that is very nice. Color options, you could change up the white, the two-tone, or the stripe at the bottom of the truck, which goes all the way around. Trim, which is going to be everything that's in chrome right now, including the handles, the logo on the front, and the logo stuff on the side, and of course, you've got your rim colors. Then, we have the Super Duty bed itself. Attachments is going to be gooseneck and 5th wheel. You do have to pick the right one, and then the hitch is going to be on the truck itself for the back. You do have single or dual fenders. You have bed accessories of none. Headache rack with strobe lights. Then you have a toolbox, headache rack with the toolbox, and one with the strobes. Then the colors are exactly the same. The main, the two-tone stripe at the bottom, and then the trim color, which is going to be this chrome stripe that is covering the Lizard logo in the back. Another cool mod is the Lizard Kart. This is super neat. Check this out. Oh, I love it so much. So we got 15 horsepower on here, and it goes 38 miles per hour. It also weighs 191 kg, so it is lightweight for show. We do have multiple different setups for the wheels, so you've got the standard and tires with lugs, basically on-road or off-road. Then you've got bumpers, so we can add a back bumper, side setups, and the front bumper. You've also got a bit that covers up the steering rack, and then a extra, which is, well, that's what Clutch would need, because everyone's just going to hit him. This turns it into a bumper car. Spoiler, you could throw that on the very back as well. Protection on the bench, you could do that. It's a little headache rack. And then numbers, so it is no numbers, need all bumpers. And then you've also got all kinds of other stuff on here too, so you can throw some numbers on the front. Livery, we do have some livery options. However, it looks like this bumpers extra is getting in the way of that. So let's go around. We do have a giant software logo. That's pretty cool. Valtra, Massey Ferguson, New Holland, Lizard, John Deere, Case IH. So a couple different ones through there. That is very, very neat. Riding on the tire, we do have those if you need that. racer kart, yeah. And then main colors. So we have bits for the plastics. So you have your main color, you've got the frontal, back, front part, engine cover, engine filter, and rim colors, which are rim colors at the end of the day. Next is a very highly anticipated mod pack, the Square Balers Plus from BB Mod. So not long ago, they released the Round Balers Plus, and this was a huge hit. This one is right there with it. The Square Balers Plus. What happens here is they've got increased functionality without completely breaking the realism of the balers themselves. Of course, the number one thing you're going to see first is colors. As you can see, the base colors have been removed, but they are still there. So if you wanted to change them back up, you can easily do that. However, you will need to go in and do that yourself. But here's the thing. So they've got increased cost and horsepower requirements, custom bales, so up to 1.5 times capacities, and 180 centimeter square bales, which are liftable popping out the back, slightly wider pickup to help with large swaths, and base color options that we've already talked about. Of course, all of your customization options are going to be kind of like what you would see in the base game. I think maybe we've got some extra rims here, but we also have all those colors. So if you wanted, definitely check these out. Super cool, super awesome. The Round Balers Plus mod basically was just, at least for my group, this was a huge hit to start with. So if you like the way I play, if you like the different things, definitely go check this out. I think you're going to like it. Also from Rawson Mods, today we have the Bailey Bowser. This is an 18,000 liter Bowser. You can also do unrealistic, so it goes up to 1 million liters if you want to, and I do appreciate Ross for including that in here. As you can see, it holds all your liquids, water, milk, liquid fertilizer, herbicide, diesel, and silage additives. So all of the above, yes, yes, yes. I've also seen one of these in real life. Got to see it at Llama this year at the Bailey booth, and it is insanely large. So as far as our wheel brands on here, you do have a Trelleborg, a Michelin, a BKT for the Stein. We also have attacher types for UK, as well as the Schwarzmueller. I don't know how to say those words in order. It's pin hitch or ball hitch. You also have tension belt support at the front, so that flat area in the front can hold pallets, stuff like that. And then you have a main color for the frame, tank color, and rim color. Next up is a very unique big bag lifter. This is the Lizard ART or ART 2000 and big bags. So the first thing you'll notice here is this is pretty neat. It looks like a little tiny crane. I love that. You do have a couple wheel options through there, and then you can throw some stickers on if you want to. And then you have the blue of the main color, and then the rim color. Then you have the bags that it attaches to, and these are going to be available for seeds, solid fertilizer, and a rechargeable bag, which can actually be dumped into like a tipper. I know I tried to say Schwarzmueller a few minutes ago. Is this the same thing, the Schwarzmueller brand? I have no idea. It's not English. I don't know. These is a thing. This is the Schwarzmueller Tandem. It's a logging trailer. Yeah, different wheel options to choose from, of course, as always, and we've got chassis and rim colors. Next is our Pöttinger Jumbo 8540 DB, the decibel baby, yeah! 56,600 liter capacity. You do have the pickup of yes or no, so if you don't want this to be a pickup and maybe you want this to be a forge trailer, you can go with that. Man, it's almost $15,000. It's almost a $200,000 trailer. Are these that expensive in real life? Goodness gracious. It requires 320 horsepower. It's going to be through a PTO. It also has hydraulics through there and all that kind of good stuff too, I believe. Billboard, yes or no? I think this is the cows on the back. Oh, it's just a different billboard on the back. And then you've got a cover, which looks fantastic, and silage additive tank. This is a different one, the Krampe ProBody. Everything else we've got is big body, but this is the 760. Ooh, so different wheels and tires, 40,000 liter capacity. It's got a camera system, which is kind of neat. You've also got an extension, which actually decreases. I guess by default it's on yes. So it's going to be 40,000 or 34,300. Then you have a main color, chassis color around towards the bottom. We'll just change that to green so we can see it. And then rims. The next mod is the CLAAS Pickup 300. This bad boy has a couple different configurations, including the unstoppable configuration. don't know what that is, but it's a design is about all I know. And you got some warning signs that you can throw on here as well. Here's a baler for you. This is the Lizard Z263. This is the Lizard version of the Sipma Z263 that also released today. We'll show that off as well later on in the PC and Mac section. This will make 3,000 liter bales somehow, some way, and they're 125 centimeter. So there you go. However, if you bell up different things, it's different capacities. So I'm not sure why the capacity number's there. You also have different stickers which you can throw on, main color and rim color. Very cool mulcher. I dig this bad boy. This is the Lizard MX6M. This is from Hulse FS, who actually made some of the really cool mulchers that we had in Farming Simulator 22. 100 horsepower required, 6 meters at 11 miles per hour. We do have color options. There are a couple custom ones in there, though you can select whatever you want if you have the Giants color mod. And there you go. You unfold it and it goes boop and is ready to go. We also have a Lizard Q7S Subsoiler. This is the Lizard version of the Ekicifen Ekicifen, I don't know, it rhymes with it. Subsoiler that released today on PC and Mac. Again, subsoiler, at least it's saying so. Yes, subsoiler can confirm 2.5 meters, 7 miles an hour, 110 horsepower required. We do have a design which could be added, which changes row cleaners at the back, I guess, and then a main color. Next is a front roller. This is the Lizard FP300, 70 horsepower, 3 meters at 7 miles an hour. Goes on the front of your tractor, so if you're needing to roll, make sure that your implement is also 3 meters. You got warning signs and weighted plates. Next up, also from Hulse FS, we have their Lizard LH10. This is going to be a plow, 700 kgs, 90 horsepower, 2.4 meter work width, 9 miles an hour. You do have a couple different setups for the discs on here, only one row of them, and then colors. There's also a disc harrow from Hulse FS. Here you go. Here it is, the Lizard CL42. This is actually in the Lizard farming category, not just Lizard, which is interesting. And then, of course, same colors as the other mods. From GNFS, we have the hydraulic disc harrow MF32. That's right. It is a Massey Ferguson disc harrow. How cool is that? 80 horsepower, 3 meters, and 9 miles an hour. We do have different setups for the discs. It's going to change the front and the back ones with one customization option, but different times. You do have a disc cleaner, which can be added. You've got weights, which can be added, and you can even change the main color. Back over to Hulse mods now. We've got the Lizard RDMR 300. This is a 3.4 meter mower. 9 mile an hour max speed, requires 100 horsepower, hooks up via 3-point and PTO. And we've got colors. Next up, the Kverneland Ecomat. This is a plow, 220 horsepower, 3.5 meter work width. That's 7 miles per hour. I've been in love with Kverneland and Viking mods ever since the Kverneland Viking DLC came out for Farm Sim 19. I have been hooked. We've also got the Pecomat on the side, so you can change that up and make it cultivate at 3.5 meter work width as well as plow. Hey, speaking of, is this the one that released with that DLC? I don't know. I think that one was bigger. Next, we have the Lizard Equipment Pack. These are located in a front loader tool. However, we have more. There's a bunch in here, and it's also the same as the SE Equipment Pack that we're going to talk about later. We'll quickly show that mod, so this is kind of for everybody. So we have Big Bag Lifter with 1 arm, 2, and 3. You've also got a pallet fork with a 1.5 meter. Goodness gracious. And one with a 2 meter. Now, I think that's going to be wide, so yeah, it's not actually the length, it's the width, so you can bring them out if you want to. We got another one down here that is a little bit stubbier, but a little bit wider. We've also got bell spear, bell spike, bell grab. You got a refill bucket, so this is kind of neat and nice. It is a real thin bucket, but hey, you've got that if you need it. Then we have a cone refill, leveling bucket, lightweight material, and a lightweight material schmall. So all the way up to about 4,000 is going to be about it. It may be the Lizard Equipment Pack, but it is meant for a little bit of a smaller time farming stuff. It's still very cool. It is based on the SE Equipment Pack, so if you guys wanted to use SE but you're on console, this is as close as you're going to get. Speaking of SE, we got the Sepp Knusel F240. This is I said plow, it's a mower. Those are very different. 2.4 meter working width, 12 miles an hour, 40 horsepower is required on this bad boy. Our next one is the Lizard TPS. No, this is not the Office Space movie. We are not looking for TPS reports. we are showing off a liquid tanker, 1,000 liter capacity on there. You can change up the rims, which is very nice. I like that. And they got chassis and rim colors with it as well. This is basically a liquid tanker. It'll do milk, water, liquid fertilizer, and herbicide. Here's a handy one if you like doing vegetables, the Root Crop Palletizer. Now this may look familiar because we have one in the base game that will do potatoes and sugar beets, and it'll palletize it for you. We've had that at least all the way up since Farming Simulator 17, because I remember watching Mr. Silly P's video on how to do it back then, because I didn't know what I was doing. This whole 13,000 liters in here. It can be moved around with a trailer, but I think it will work on its own, which is very nice. And you just dump stuff in it, and it makes pallets outside, which is super duper handy. If you are curious about which one I'm talking about, it is this guy right here. This also holds 13,000 liters, so it's the same model. It's just doing more. If you're looking for barrel weights, we got one for you right here. The homemade weight is a barrel filled up with what looks to be either gravel or concrete. I'm not quite sure. I think it's concrete because there's a break in there. It looks like it's using the same texture as the base game. Nothing wrong with that. Weighs 450 kgs, and you can change up the color. And all the rest of the new ones for all platforms today are placeables. Just like to let you know. The first one is the Selfmade CowShed. This will hold 45 cows, costs 36,500 Buckaroo-Skooskians. And you've also got all the normal stuff with it. Also has a manure plate as well, which I definitely did not put down. This should be found in silos. Yes? Manure heap, Selfmade CowShed, this is it. So there you go. You've got this too, which will match. That's kind of nice. Holds 74,380 liters of manure, which I think is fine with the amount that this will hold. Also, yes, I'm back on Riverbend Springs for the map videos. Or the mod videos. We'll see if this is enough space today. Our next one is the Pig Pen. In the game, it is actually not called Pig Pen, it's just the mod. It is Pigsty with Manure is what it is called. It holds 250 little baby piggies. You've got food capacities of 90,000 liters, water's 50,000, straw's 50,000. Manure is 4 million, which is the same as the base game stuff, so nothing wild and crazy there. 250,000 for slurry, and we already talked about manure. I don't know why it's on there twice. Nonetheless, not too shabby. A very, very cool little setup. I don't know if we had something very similar to this or exactly like this. I know this is from Missy B, and I think maybe she released something that was kind of similar to this at Farm Sim 22, but I just can't remember. Either way, very cool. You can also customize the fence and make it plant down meadow grass if you would like. I did not have it do that though. Our next one is the Small Corn Dryer, not to be confused with another mod that we're going to talk about later. This is going to take corn and dry it. As you would expect, corn goes in here, comes out over there, and this is where here things happen. Now, you can see we've got the dried corn there, and then I have two dried corn here because, again, we have two mods installed. This one's the one with the fire. So there you go. It also says that it's got things included to sell this at places. If it does, they're not in the sell points, and there's too many mods for me to go hunting for it. So if it's not where I expect it to be, I ain't gonna be looking. Nonetheless, this is your place. Next one is the horizontal mixer. You've got a fodder mixer, which is this guy right here. You also have a seeds additive as well. As you can see in here, you can make barley or seeds from barley, canola, corn, and oats. You've also got sorghum, soybeans, sunflowers, etc. So you basically have a group of things where you can just make more seeds. You also lose a little bit. It's not too much. And then you can make some pig feed as well. So there's plenty of those. There's like a billion ways to make pig feed. This is just 4 of them. Now, there is one other thing. You may have noticed when making seeds, it needs seeds additive, and that's going to be found in the store right here. You can buy these in pallets and only one at a time, and they are 60 liters. Next, we got some big old silos. The American Multifruit silos. They say it's a pack of 3 unique layouts for American Multifruit silos. Silos have the ability to accept bales and pallets directly as well, which is very, very neat. It looks like we're going to be around 1 million liter, 500,000, and 750,000 respectively. So there you go. There are 3 silos. The one on the left is like the regular one and the blue one. The one in the middle is the regular one, and the one on the right are the blue ones. Moving on. This is the other dried corn thing I was talking about, but they decided to put it in silos, and so did I. But it is not a silo. This isn't a silo. This is the production chain. This is the corn crib. Yeah. This makes your dried corn in the sun. Yeah, you put the corn in, it dries it for you. You also lose corn, but you don't have to do anything else, which is kind of nice, and it costs you nothing, which is fantastic news. The bad news is, unfortunately, you can only sell it to Goldcrest Valley. I know it says that this is a sell point. It ain't. If you don't own it, you don't get the money. It just goes in and then comes out. The next mod can be very helpful when you're in the field. This is the Slurry Shaft Package. You can put this beside your fields and then transfer a bunch of slurry over to it, and then you don't have to go very far when it comes to spreading slurry on your fields because it goes by pretty quick. They are 2 million liters and 1 million liters respectively, but they're both $30,000. So it might be, wait, no. Yeah, that says 1 million. This is 2 million. But in here, they both say 500,000. What's going on, man? These are definitely not 500,000. Next from Miko, we've got the old workshop. Costs you $2,500, and we can come in here and work on vehicles that are on the outside, which is very neat. Kind of like the interior. I love that there's a trash can. I feel called out because I have a trash can that looks exactly like that basically has the same trash in it sitting in my garage right now. I feel personally attacked by this mod. Love you, Miko. Otherwise, there you go. Nothing too wild and crazy, but I like that it's got an inside and Forge Workshops. Yeah. Sorry.
Forge Workshops, yeah!
Next one on our list is the Garage with Workshop. This is for Patty and Icus. I have painted it orange myself, but you can paint it whatever color you want. It also has solar panels on the top if you really want to go wild and crazy with it. And here's where you can work on your stuff as long as everything's inside here. And then you've got pallet racks here too, which is very nice. I don't want to say the pallet racks are upside down, but I kind of feel like they're upside down. But hey, at least you can have some vertical movement on the one on the top, which I kind of dig. You got flower pots around towards the front and nothing else around towards the outside except for those windows. Next is the metal medium shed. This is from Patty as well. I've changed it to toothpaste tractor green, or toothpaste tractor blue. Is it blue or green? I don't know. But you could change it to whatever you want. It's going to change up the doors and all kinds of stuff around the outside. Into here, we've also got places for palletizing things. Here's a pallet rack, but an older looking one. And we've even got a place to climb up. So easy to get up here and maneuver around. That's very nice. Can we fall? Let me fall to my doom. I've fallen to my doom. Very cool, very nice. I like this. One side's open, one side is closed. Next one's Garage with Storages. This is available with a couple different setups for the brick and the stone on the side. So you could go through and choose the one you like. It would be nice to see those in a customization option instead, but I guess they're different models and different textures and stuff like that. So almost impossible. Next one's a big oof. It is absolutely massive. This is the Machinesheds. However, there's one. There's only one. And this is it. You have a really small light or a really small switch for the lights, but it is over there. This is not a silage silo, so it heads up through there. But we do have two openings around towards the sides and etc., etc. Nearing the end, we've only got 4 more to go. This is the old shed for $10,000. All of this can be yours. The storage shed could also be yours. It's going to cost you a little bit more, $30,000 for this one. It is available in 2 different versions. There's one with green and one with black. I've gone for the one that is black, so there is that. They also say that there's a trigger over here. So let's turn this on. They say Action Attic. Wow. Neat. So you could just delete all that extra stuff and just make it wide open if you want. Or, did I hit the Action Attic button? Click it again. Click it again. There we go. Takes it a second, but yeah, very cool. Next to last is Metal Garage. We actually got a handful of these the other day, so we've already had a few already, but here's another one, I guess, that you have to open both doors. Yeah, some people like that. Last new one, we have the Old Polish Fences pack. Very cool, but I will say this. There's 20 fences and 2 wooden fences. You might be interested, you might not. That's a lot, and this is a long video, so we're we're gonna move on. Let's check out updates for all platforms. First, we have new Bartelshagen version 1001. Space character not recommended in file name fixed and unknown map name server fixed. And an update to my favorite mod name Snüfelstück. This is version 1.1. Adaptation to patch 1.6. Design revised and added wetness texture. Oh yeah. Jumping over to new ones for PC and Mac players, and quite a few of these are just branded versions of the Lizard stuff that we got, so I'm not going to go over the customizations. The first one is the Sipma Z-263 Baler, the Ekicifen Q7S Subsoiler, and the SE Equipment Pack, which is going for a blue look instead of the Lizard green. Now, one that is new for PC and Mac players that did not release on consoles is the Demarec DRG-22. This goes on your excavators and grabs stuff. It is a monster mash. Yeah! You can do hydraulic hoses if you would like, and then you've got a main and design color. That's going to be that white and the red. Now, we do have a couple more new ones for PC and Mac players, but we're going to take a look at those in the mod hub. So, Go To Vacations is our next one. This mod introduces the vacation feature, allowing you to skip entire days, similar to the game's sleep function that skips hours. To go on vacations, use the sleep trigger, like at your farmhouse. A new vacation option will appear in the context menu, and you can select from the duration of your vacation from the available options. They do have some important note here. So they say if you recently changed the game's days to months setting, the vacation duration is limited to a maximum of the first day of the next season. After that, you can go on vacation for up to 6 months. Man, can you imagine? Taking a longer vacation may take some time to process, as the vacation operates on the same speed as the in-game sleep function. Holding the delete key while on vacation will cancel the vacation. This feature works only for the host player and is intended as an administrative tool rather than a gameplay feature. And your last new one for PC and Mac players is very simple: Lime contracts. This implements Lime contracts into contracts. Yeah, there you go. Lastly, we have updates for PC and Mac players. First one is the increased work area for pickups, version 101. Fix for the following error: running Lua method update. And then it goes into the actual thing there. This is super cool. I absolutely love this mod. I use it all the time. And if you guys do any baling or loading and you hate missing spots, download this right now. There's also another update to realistic weather. This is going to be version 1101. Fixed to overloading being disabled. Fixed irrigation context button disappearing after exiting a vehicle. Fixed irrigation starting when pressing relevant keybind in a vehicle. And tweaked irrigation costs and amounts. And your last mod today, easy arm controls toggle version 1.1. Fixed conflict with other mods. And there it is. That is all of your mods for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like. Get subscribed if you're new and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check notifications. That way the next time I post a video, guess what? You the first one that knows about it. That's what I'm talking about. Hope you have an awesome day. Enjoy playing with the mods, and I'll catch you in the next one.